Hi Cancer, thank you for joining me. I hope you're all well. I've got a Aries season reading for you guys. Welcome to Aries season, welcome to the new year. Your birthday is up soon, right around the corner. And Cancer, you're given this energy, this initiation, this born again energy, this like we've gone 360, we've done the whole thing, we felt all of the feels. And we're here now. We're back at the beginning. Back at the beginning, Cancer. Star card. Hopes, dreams, wishes, things that we want to see come to fruition. Let the stars light your path, Cancer. This card's been coming out a lot today. 9 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles. Star card. 9 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles. You know that there's something that you want to achieve. You feel it in your gut. You feel it in your universe. You feel it. You just feel it. You know it. Cancer. 9 of Wands, though, but you've just... This is that fear of... this fear of success thing, I think. You holding yourself back, Cancer, out of sheer fear, and it's kind of a bit crazy when the universe has kind of offered you a whole bunch of opportunities and even put you in a position of giving to others and really being able to like come outside of you and actually move forward in a direction of being that person who is a giver. This is something perhaps to do with the cardinality, I think, of the season, which is asking you to look outside of the situation as you know it, Cancer. To see where it is that you are hoping to see yourself and where you currently are. Is this a shift of perspective? Because I've got here the 5 of Pentacles, Ace of, Queen of Swords. Aries, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Having banished you, full attack mode, under assault, like completely finish you off, left you here. Mars, Aries. Aries is the Emperor card. That, you know, let's take charge of everything, completely in control, master and commander. Mars itself is the Tower card. Are you feeling very much under the wrath of an air sign? Doesn't have to be an air sign, can be somebody who's quite analytical, quite sharp with their words, and quite direct. Doesn't really take any prisoners. But almost Mars energy in itself. Look, Cancer, I feel like your path is lit. Your purpose is there also. Let's put these away. Your path is lit, and your purpose is quite clear also. This darkness, right? This Tower card, this Mars energy. Mars is currently in Gemini at the moment as well. So it's very difficult to actually hold onto a thought. Thoughts are 1,000 miles a minute. And I think you're almost trying to outsmart a very fast-moving energy. Crabs are fast, but what you don't want to do is outsmart and outmaneuver any opponent, be it even your own demons, only to end up in a boiling pot of salt water as opposed to the little crab happily going about its way in the sea. This aggression, this aggressiveness that you are feeling requires a sort of self-defense and assertiveness from you, which will mean that you need to, as hard as it feels to beat, understand that your purpose really isn't about being hostile, aggressive, or defensive. And I think that this blunt and direct Aries energy is going to remind you of why you're here. 5 of Pentacles. Oh, look, King of Pentacles. Earth sign. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. This is almost, I think, a lot of Cancerians gravitate naturally towards Earth sign. And I think this is that whole structure, balance, that built to stand kind of characteristic, that built to withstand all sorts of storms. So if we are to consider this period a Tower moment, Cancer, I would say this isn't surprising. Feeling this way, feeling way down, feeling diminished, feeling with, very little. Oh, I want to put this out. Oh, hello. Okay. 9 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles. Ultimately, the goal is emotional contentment, isn't it? Ultimately, the goal is feeling content from your hard work. So, where is it that you've got to put in some hard work? In mastering yourself. In mastering your temper, mastering your confidence, your courage, this is self-mastery, this is assertiveness, this is knowing thyself, knowing when to speak, knowing when to be flexible, and knowing when to stand your ground, Cancer. This is being able to honestly analyze yourself. And if you really want to put hard work into something, I think if you are to use Aries season for anything, use this little fire energy to spark up your ass. Cancer, pull it back. You got stuff that needs to be worked on. And that is you fulfilling yourself. Before you can follow that path and give to others, you got to have something to give. There's got to be something there. So Cancer, what is there at the moment? This. What is this, Cancer? This is a whole bunch of burden that you are taking on yourself voluntarily. This is how you feel like you are being looked at. Is this how you are seeing yourself? Emotional contentment. Leading from, in a time where, you're leading from your head, not your heart. You are seeking a lot of heart. And a lot of that heart will come to you if you give it to yourself. So stop looking outside. I think this is really, even in this, I would suggest cutting out everything that isn't involved in the development of yourself. Be it social media, cut it. Get to really know yourself. Be honest with yourself. Where is it that you are almost waiting to be prodded and provoked into some sort of reaction that isn't actually making you feel any other way, but like this and like this. Cancer, stop, pull back, pull away. King of Swords, pull back, pull away. Cut off whatever is not coordinated with the idea, the ideology that you have of coming to this point. Whatever is not serving towards your greater good, achieving this kind of balance. You see the scales in his hands. The giving in order to feel good. Be it the burdens that you put yourself under. Be it the way that you have let yourself be seen by yourself and by others. Cut it out. I think it's your turn for a bit of assertiveness towards yourself, Cancer. Cut it all out. Don't go on the internet. We've got a void moon. It's going between Pisces and Aries. New moon on the 5th. This is a really crazy time. It's really taking a lot of energy out of a lot of people, and it might be a fantastic time for you to use a little bit of hindsight and future planning. So I would say, in order to really make the most of this new moon, visualize. Do you see how she's the only one in that wreath? She's got all the elements around her. She's got everything that she needs, pretty much. This is a promise of a new beginning, if you will. But it's definitely a promise of a situation that you are feeling very content with. A situation where you know that you can put yourself in a little bubble of all the things that you like. Work, earning money, taking care of yourself, eating well, loving your partner. You have everything this season to put you in that frame of mind. If you choose to use a bit of hindsight and a bit of perspective and a bit of so I studied fashion design and marketing. In my degree, we were taught how to make clothes. Pattern cutting was, by standard, of course. But a lot of the things that we had to do were very ad hoc, like an ad hoc approach to making clothes. So we would have to pin them on the mannequin, drape and pin as we would go along. Now, in order to do that, you would be working very closely to this thing that you would pin onto the mannequin, but you wouldn't see in the entirety of what it is, what you're putting together, because you're too close up. It's like a Monet. You can't be too close up. So you have to pull right back. Stand back. Stand back. Stand back here and look. Take a step back, Cancer. What is it that you're trying to create? What is it that has had you so diminished and defeated that you've almost taken on this violently aggressive approach to conquering it? Why does it need to be that? Why does it need to be about that? If you are to keep a bit of perspective, if you are to really stop diminishing yourself through what you see, through the way you see yourself, you've got a really good chance with a bit of hindsight and a bit of perspective. And if you are to fulfill yourself, and I don't mean that on a superficial level by any means. The goal is to get to the ocean, not to a boiling point, a boiling hot pot. Self-preservation, Cancer. Grace, dignity, perseverance, but not in a I'm doing it for a reason, and to be quite aggressive and cold. That's not your nature. You don't need to be that person. Aim for the stars. The world is yours, but give. Give of yourself in a way that makes your heart stronger. Hard work and self-mastery, I think, is Aries season. This is the only thing that is really going to get you to where you want to be. And you need to decide right now with this new moon, make a decision and stick to it. Who do you wish to see? How do you wish to see yourself? And let yourself be that. Pull back enough to know that you have everything. All the tools, all the weapons, intelligence, effort. Use that right now in the direction that is going to mold you to your environment. And if you are looking at yourself way too burdened, oh my god this and oh my god that happened and oh my god la 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 la. I'm so animated in this reading. You guys always get this out of me. I love Cancer energy, but it is a bit too much sometimes, and I think you guys know that. You are like that with yourselves. So Cancer. And I don't think this Mars in Gemini energy helps either, because it's way too finicky. It's way too all over the place. It's very much like, ah. This is great. This is great if you're about to go to battle. Choose your battles. You don't need to give yourself to every freaking battle. Cut it out. Whatever is draining you, whoever is draining you. Libra energy, Gemini energy, Aquarius energy. Either way, it's very in the head. It's very cold. And it's very just... I find it's a bit disingenuous because it is too detached. Nobody is that detached. Nobody is that angry. Nobody is that aggressive. So it's hiding other stuff. If all of this is over and for an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, they're here in their full regale. They will not let this diminish them. So do not let somebody with a whole bunch of really good perspectives be diminished by a simple thing as perspective. And I will tell you what can fix your perspective so you can get here is hindsight. Taking a recce. What hasn't worked for me before? What doesn't work for me? What do I know is deliberately self-sabotaging my shit? And then applying self-mastery to that. How can I not be so up and down and volatile and moody? How can I take my work as seriously as I can to give me the best chance of getting in line with all of the goodies? This means taking care of your home. This means taking care of yourself. This means making your world about the things that you wish to achieve. I gotta go, Cancer. This has been fun. I love you, man. All right, take care of yourself. Bye.